Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today. Something very serious is happening right now that you need to know about. Someone has been listening to your private phone conversations without your knowledge. Those strange feelings you've had lately about being watched weren't just your imagination. They were real warnings trying to reach your awareness. The powerful guardian angel Archangel Michael is watching over you right now and has detected a serious breach of your privacy. Your most personal conversations, the ones you thought were completely private, have been monitored by someone close to you. Have you noticed your phone getting hot for no reason? Your battery draining faster than usual? Strange clicking sounds or echoes during your calls? These aren't technical problems, they're signs of what's really happening. This isn't paranoia or fear talking. This is divine revelation of a real threat to your privacy and peace. Archangel Michael wants you to know exactly who is doing this and why they're invading your personal life. The timing of this message is critical because this person is planning their next move right now. Your private life, your relationships, and your future plans are all at risk. Archangel Michael has revealed something shocking about your situation. A specific person in your life has tapped your phone and has been listening to your intimate conversations with your loved ones. This isn't a stranger or random hacker, it's someone close to you, someone you trust and see regularly. This person appears completely trustworthy when you interact with them. They smile, act supportive, and seem genuinely interested in your well-being. But behind this friendly mask, they've been gathering private information about every aspect of your life. They now know your passwords, your plans, your fears, and your deepest secrets. They've been using this stolen information to manipulate situations and people around you in ways you haven't even noticed yet. Your business deals, personal relationships, and financial decisions are all compromised because this person knows things they should never know. They've been carefully sharing what they learn with others to damage your reputation and credibility. They create situations where they coincidentally know things about you that seem impossible for them to know. They use your own private words against you in subtle, calculated ways. This violation hasn't been happening for just a few days, it's been going on for weeks or possibly even months. The real danger here isn't just the loss of privacy. It's the active sabotage of your entire life using your own words and plans against you. Now you need to understand the specific signs that prove this is really happening to you. First, look at the technical signs your phone shows when it's been compromised. Your battery has been draining much faster than normal, even when you're barely using your phone. The device gets hot to the touch even when you haven't been making calls or using apps. During phone conversations, you've heard strange background noises, clicking sounds, static, or weird echoes that shouldn't be there. Your data usage has suddenly increased even though you haven't downloaded new apps or changed your habits. Sometimes your phone lights up or restarts by itself for no apparent reason. Apps open on their own when you haven't touched anything. You might receive strange text messages with random codes or number sequences. Pay attention to the behavioral signs from the person who's monitoring you. They casually mention details from private conversations they had no way of knowing about. They bring up specific topics that you only discussed in phone calls with other people. They always seem to know your plans before you've told them directly. They ask questions that reveal they already have insider knowledge about your life. They're always coincidentally at places where you were planning to be. They know about arguments or private moments with your partner that no one else could possibly know. Watch for situational evidence too. Opportunities fall through right after you've discussed them on the phone. People suddenly change their attitude toward you without any clear reason. Secrets get revealed that you only shared during phone conversations. You feel watched or followed after making certain important calls. Your private words get twisted and shared with others in ways that damage your relationships and reputation. Archangel Michael is offering his powerful spiritual protection for your communications during this challenging time. His divine shield is already forming around you, but you must actively strengthen this connection through specific actions. Begin each morning by saying this protection prayer: Archangel Michael, I call upon your protection for all my communications. Surround my phone and every conversation with your blue light of truth. Cut away all unauthorized listeners with your sword of light. Seal my privacy with divine protection. Thank you for guarding my words and revealing what I need to see. Before making any important phone call, take a moment to visualize Archangel Michael's bright blue protective light surrounding your phone completely. See this divine shield blocking anyone who tries to listen without permission. Imagine his sword of light cutting through any surveillance technology or spiritual intrusion. There are practical steps you must take right now, guided by divine wisdom. Check your phone carefully for unfamiliar apps that you didn't download yourself. Look through your settings for anything unusual. Consider doing a factory reset of your device, but first back up only the essential information you truly need. While performing this reset, hold the intention of clearing away all negative and invasive energies. Change all your passwords immediately, and as you create each new password, visualize it being sealed with blue protective light. Create an energy clearing ritual for your phone. Hold your device in both hands and visualize bright blue light scanning through every part of it, pushing out any negative surveillance energy. You can also use sound clearing. Ring a bell near your phone 3 times while saying, Archangel Michael, clear this device. Some people report success with placing their phone in a circle of salt overnight to absorb unwanted energies, then wiping it clean in the morning. Learn to recognize which conversations are being monitored through your intuition. Before important calls, ask Archangel Michael to show you if it's safe to discuss sensitive topics. Archangel Michael now reveals important details about the person who has invaded your privacy. This individual appears helpful and genuinely concerned about you on the surface. They're someone you've trusted with personal information in the past because they seemed caring and supportive. But divine wisdom shows their true motivation. They're driven by intense jealousy of your success, your relationships, or the blessings coming into your life. They feel entitled to know everything about you, as if your privacy doesn't matter when measured against their need to control information about your life. There's a possibility this person believes you've wronged them somehow in the past, and they've justified this violation as a way of protecting themselves or getting even. The psychological profile that Archangel Michael reveals is deeply troubling. This person is obsessed with controlling the narrative about who you are. They want to shape how others see you by having access to your unfiltered, private thoughts and conversations. Deep insecurity drives their compulsive need to spy on you. They can't compete with you fairly in life, so they've resorted to stealing information to gain an unfair advantage. They've actually convinced themselves that they have a right to invade your privacy, creating elaborate justifications in their own mind. What they've been doing with your stolen information is calculated and harmful. They manipulate conversations with mutual friends to make you look bad, using your own words out of context. They time their actions based on your private discussions to sabotage opportunities. They feed sensitive information to competitors or people who don't wish you well. They create doubt in your relationships by strategically revealing private details at damaging moments. They are building a collection of information for some future confrontation or power play. They use your vulnerabilities and fears against you to maintain control and power in the relationship. Archangel Michael offers specific divine guidance about how to handle this delicate situation. Immediate direct confrontation might not be the wisest approach right now. This person is skilled at manipulation and will likely deny everything, turn the accusations back on you, or play the victim to gain sympathy from others. There's actually a spiritual advantage to knowing what they are doing while they still think their spying remains secret. This knowledge gives you power to control the situation strategically. Begin by creating distance in subtle ways. Gradually share less personal information with this person when you interact with them. Start being vague about your plans and feelings. You can even occasionally share false or misleading information during calls to test if it gets back to you through other channels. Create natural boundaries without raising their suspicion that you've discovered their secret. Learn the gray rock method blessed by Archangel Michael. Become boring and unrevealing in your communications, giving them nothing useful to work with. Here's something powerful you can do: use their own surveillance against them. Start speaking positive affirmations during your phone calls that they'll be forced to hear. Discuss your spiritual protection practices openly. Mention Archangel Michael's guidance and protection frequently during conversations. Talk about how protected and guided you feel. This creates deep discomfort in them because they realize they are being exposed to energy that works against their negative intentions. Watch for clear signs from Archangel Michael that the time has come for direct confrontation. You'll feel sudden strength and absolute clarity. You'll have evidence that can't be denied. When that moment arrives, trust the divine timing completely. The emotional impact of discovering this betrayal runs deep, and Archangel Michael wants to help you heal these wounds properly. First, acknowledge the violation you've experienced without judgment toward yourself. Your privacy is sacred, and someone crossed a serious boundary. This invasion says everything about their character and nothing about your worth or judgment. Release any shame you might feel about what was overheard. Your private conversations were meant to be private, and you had every right to speak freely without this violation. Archangel Michael offers his healing blue light specifically for wounds caused by betrayal. Close your eyes and visualize this gentle, loving blue light flowing into your heart, healing the hurt caused by broken trust. See this light expanding to fill your entire body, repairing your sense of safety and restoring your ability to trust wisely. Perform a cord-cutting ceremony for this person. Imagine any energy connections between you and them as gray cords, then visualize Archangel Michael using his sword of light to cut these cords completely. Watch them dissolve into blue light, freeing you from their invasive energy. Reclaim your personal power and energy from their surveillance. Begin rebuilding your sense of safety through new rituals. Create special practices for private conversations that feel sacred and protected. Learn to trust your intuition about people more deeply. Remember that most people are trustworthy and respect boundaries. Don't let this one person's violation make you paranoid or closed off to genuine connection. Archangel Michael wants you to maintain strong spiritual privacy protection moving forward. Create a daily ritual that takes just a few minutes each morning. Light a blue candle if possible and say, "My communications are sealed with divine light. Only love and truth flow through my words." This simple practice creates a powerful shield that lasts throughout your day. Once each month, perform a complete cleansing of all your devices using the blue light visualization and sound clearing methods. Build a circle of truly trustworthy people in your life. Learn to recognize the difference between genuine supporters and information gatherers. Genuine people respect your privacy naturally. They don't push for details you're not ready to share. They don't ask probing questions that feel uncomfortable. Test trust gradually with new people by sharing small things first and watching how they handle that information. The spiritual gifts you've gained from this difficult experience are permanent and valuable. Your intuition about deception has been heightened significantly. You now have a natural ability to sense surveillance energy before it causes harm. Your connection to Archangel Michael's guidance has grown much stronger. You've gained wisdom that will help you protect others facing similar violations in the future. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now as you receive this message. His sword of truth is ready to defend your privacy while his shield protects your future communications. The divine timing of this revelation is absolutely perfect. You were meant to discover this information today, at this exact moment. Take action immediately to secure your privacy and strengthen your spiritual protection. Begin with the protection prayer right now, even before you finish hearing this message. Check your phone today while surrounded by Archangel Michael's divine guidance. Trust completely that this violation is being resolved through higher spiritual power. Your privacy and peace are being restored in this very moment. Show your appreciation for this critical divine intervention by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens your connection to angelic protection and allows continued guidance to flow into your life. Remember always, you are divinely protected and this situation is already resolving in your favor.